Hello, beautiful people. It's Courtney King with King Realty. Sorry for the echo. I'm here in a vacant property that we recently flipped for a client of ours. So I wanted to take some time and talk to you about furnished rentals. We actually manage a handful of furnished rental properties, and constantly I'm asked, okay, I have this property, I want to rent it furnished. What can you do? What do I need to know? And so I figured I'd take a moment to do a quick video about it. So number one tip, if you have a property, well, let's back up. The people that typically approach me with furnished rentals are homeowners that have this fully furnished property that are relocated either for work or family or whatever, and they don't want to move the furniture. So in that case, they come to me and they want to know what they should do. So number one, you need to know the market. Get with a real estate professional and to understand what properties are renting for in that area. So I like to pull comps, comparable properties that are furnished, but also unfurnished properties, because what you can do, there's not a whole lot of furnished properties out there on the market, at least from the multiple listing service perspective. So what you can do is you can take like the average lease price in an area and then factor in, okay, this is the amount of furniture, all of that stuff that you're gonna leave, and then come up with a really good price. So I help people come up with the pricing all the time. And if you need help with that, just reach out to me. So that's number one, know the market. Number two, be very patient, okay? Depending on the area that your property is in, also depending on the lease terms, those two factors are going to dictate how quickly you're gonna be able to rent the property furnished, okay? Usually unfurnished properties, my goal is to have them rented within 2 weeks. With furnished properties, I usually give myself at least a month, maybe between 1 month and 3 months, again, depending on the property. So let's say, and this actually is a friend of mine, he has a property near the Shops of Legacy, fully furnished. Shops of Legacy, obviously there's a lot of new companies and large companies that have offices over there. So in that case, he decided to rent it furnished, and he wants, since he's local, something a little bit more short term. So he's okay with people that want a 1 month lease or potentially a 1 week lease. But if you have a furnished property and you're gonna be out of the area and you want at least a 6 month or a 1 year lease, just be prepared that it's gonna take a little bit longer to rent the property. So lease term is another one of those variables that you just have to play around with. But just be patient, because if you're looking especially for a long-term type tenant, they're gonna want something that's more likely to not vacant, but also they want something long-term. They don't want to lease for a month or whatever. So be patient. The third thing is take inventory of what you have at the property. On the furnished rentals that we manage, we take a photo inventory. So we literally have photos of every single room, every cabinet, everything that's in that property. And the reason why we do that is because, one, it's clear evidence of what's at the property, but two, when those people move out and you go to re-rent the property, I usually give that photo inventory to the cleaners, and they know exactly where everything's supposed to go, so then we can understand what's missing, if anything, and also use that as a guide for them to know where to put everything. So that's the third thing. Number four, let's talk about Airbnb. Now, I don't manage Airbnb rentals. It's more costly than it makes us money. So Airbnb would be a good option for those of you that are, one, local, and two, have some flexibility in terms of lease terms. So if you would do a 1 week lease or shorter, or a monthly leases, then Airbnb may be the route for you. In that case, in the Shops of Legacy area, those clients went the Airbnb route because they're local and they have the time and the energy to be able to make ready a property and do all of that good stuff. So Airbnb might be an option for you. Obviously reach out to me because I can give you a little bit more guidance. We can talk more in depth about what your goals are, but let your goals be the deciding factor on what route you want to take, and just be patient, but make sure that you invest in getting information to know what is going to be best for you. As always, reach out to me, go to our website, kingrealtytx.com. You can comment below. And if you have anybody that's entertaining the idea of leasing a property furnished, have them reach out to me. Super no pressure. I could at least empower them with the information that they need. As you guys know, I switched it up a little bit this week. So yesterday I covered one seller topic, which was if you're facing foreclosure, what you should do. So check that video out if you haven't already. Today I'm obviously dealing with an investor topic. Either tomorrow or Friday, I'm going to deal with a buyer topic. And so we're just kind of upping our game starting in April. And so I'm going to give you guys whatever situation that you're in, whether you're a buyer, seller, or an investor, give you guys just more content. And I'd love to be a resource to you. So I hope you have an amazing rest of the day, and I will see you in the next couple of days.